Hello and welcome to Jeopardy! I'm your host, Alex Trebek. Today we will be discussing the formation of the United Nations. Playing with us today is Ban Ki-moon, the current Secretary General of the UN, the ghost of former U.S. President Woodrow Wilson, a key supporter of the formation of this organization, and finally, Emma Watson, the current UN Women Goodwill Ambassador. If our contestants are ready, we will begin. Ban Ki-moon, which category would you like?
I will take history for 10.
After World War I, this intergovernmental organization was founded to maintain world peace through preventing wars and settling international disputes.
What is the United Nations?
That is incorrect. Can anyone help Ban Ki-moon out with this question?
Actually, the United Nations was formed after the League of Nations. Therefore, the answer would be, what is the League of Nations?
That is correct, Ms. Watson, when you're ready.
I will take dates for 20.
The League of Nations was founded on this date.
When is June 28, 1919?
That is correct, Ms. Watson. You are now on the board with 20 points. Please choose the next category.
I will take history for 20 points.
This organization was formed as a catalyst from the failure of the League of Nations.
What is Jeopardy?
That is incorrect, Ghost of Woodrow Wilson, and it's not even your turn.
No, I don't understand this game. What is Jeopardy?
How do you not know what Jeopardy is? Were you born in like the 1800s or something?
Actually, yes, I was. 1856 to be exact.
Can someone please get Woodrow Wilson's ghost a copy of the directions? Ban Ki-moon, did you have the correct answer?
What is the Security Council?
That is incorrect. The Security Council is a part of the United Nations, though. Can anyone help Ban with the correct answer?
What is the United Nations? The League of Nations failed its mission to keep world peace when World War II started. So after World War II, the UN was founded.
That is correct. Woodrow Wilson's ghost is now on the board with 20 points. Please choose the next category.
I will take dates for 30.
The UN was founded on this date.
When is October 24th, 1945?
That is correct. 30 points for Woodrow Wilson. Your turn, sir.
I will take membership for 40.
The United Nations currently has how many active member states?
What is 300 member states?
That is incorrect, seeing as there are only 196 countries in the world. Anyone else?
What is 193?
That is correct. The UN has 193 active member states and 2 observer states. A nation can become a member state if it agrees to accept the UN Charter and if approved by the General Assembly, depending on the recommendation of the Security Council. 40 points for Ms. Watson. Your turn, Emma.
Since you mentioned the Security Council, which is one of the main organs of the UN that is able to establish peacekeeping missions, impose international sanctions, and the only organ able to authorize military action, I will take Security Council for 10.
There are currently how many member states serving in the Security Council?
Well, since there are 193 member states in the UN, I will say, what is 193?
That is incorrect. Anyone else?
Even though there are 193 member states, only 15 serve in the Security Council. Therefore, the answer is what is 15?
That is correct, Woodrow Wilson. There are 5 permanent members and 10 non-permanent members. The non-permanent members are elected on a regional basis to serve 2-year terms. Your turn, Woodrow.
I will take Security Council for 40.
This country is currently the acting president of the Security Council.
What is the United States?
That is incorrect. The answer is France. The presidency is rotated monthly among the members, and so for March 2015, France is the current acting president of the Security Council. Secretary General, let's hear from you.
I will take Security Council for 50.
These 5 member states serve as permanent members of the Security Council.
Well, the permanent members consist of the countries that won World War II. So, what is China, the Russian Federation, France, the United States, and the United Kingdom?
That is correct. 50 points for Ban Ki-moon. These permanent members, commonly referred to as the P5, have veto power which can prevent the adoption of a resolution. Now we have one final question, and it will be our double jeopardy. Contestants will write down their answers, and more than one contestant may get the question correct. The final question is history for 30. The purpose of the UN is Let's take a look at what our contestants have written down. Mr. Wilson?
What is to maintain international peace and security, which includes protecting human rights and the environment?
Emma?
What is to foster economic and social development?
Ban Ki-moon?
What is providing humanitarian aid in cases of famine, natural disaster, and armed conflict?
These are all correct. The UN aims to fulfill all of these objectives. It has become prevalent in our modern society by setting the international standard of world peace and cooperation. The UN helps through peacekeeping missions, food and refugee aid, child protection, and women's rights movements. It has truly helped to make the world a better place and continues to do so. Now, it seems the contestants have all tied for first place, which makes everyone a winner. The prize will be 3 extra credit points given to each contestant in Dr. Liu's World Civilization 3 class. Thank you for joining us for this special edition of Jeopardy, and we hope you learned something new about the United Nations.